and most the ores of the copper. Today we are continuing the same topic with chemical properties of copper. So let us start with the chemical properties of copper. So there are some of the reactions which include in our syllabus, so we are studying that one. Like the chemical properties, if we see the chemical properties of the copper, first we start with the actions with air. So when a copper is heated in air, what it is heated in air means in the presence of oxygen. In air means it is in the presence of oxygen. So with the temperature, with the variations in the temperature, the product will be formed. Okay, like copper, when it reacts with oxygen at the temperature of 300 degrees Celsius. So what we are seeing, that copper react with oxygen at what temperature? At 300 degree Celsius. When it is been heated in 300 degrees Celsius, it will form, that is the cupric oxide. It will form what? Cupric oxide. So we have to balance the reactions, that is, so we balance the chemical reaction. Now it will form cupric oxide, and it is what? It is black in color. Okay, it is black in color. So once again, when copper react with air at the temperature of 300 degree, then it will form cupric oxide, which will be black in color. The product will be cupric oxide. Again, if it is react with oxygens at higher temperature, suppose the temperature increased from 300 degree to 1000 degrees Celsius, then what happen? Then it will form, that is cuprous oxide. It will form cuprous oxide. Cuprous oxide. Okay, and it will be red in color. So what we find the product when it is been heated with air? When it is been heated with air, that means oxygen. If it is heated to 300 degrees Celsius, it will form cupric oxide. That will be black in color. And when it will be heated to 1000 degrees Celsius, then it will form cuprous oxide. Now comes to the next reactions, action with halogens. Halogens means 7 group in the periodic table. So take one of the example of halogens. Let us take with chlorine. So they are diatomic in nature. Therefore, the valence it will written as 2, Cl2. So when the halogens, it react with halogens, it will form cuprous chloride, CuCl2. Okay, means it will react to form a metal salt. Then the next one, then the next one, when it is react with acids. So when metal react with acids, then what it will form? Suppose H2SO4. These are acid. Copper react with acids. Let us take the example of hydrogen sulfate. Then what it will form? This is metal. When it is react with acid, then it will form metal salt. That is CuSO4. CuSO4 then plus H2O. So copper sulfate will be formed in H2. And what time? In which time it will form the product like this? when the acid is dilute. Okay, when the acid is dilute, it will produce copper sulfate plus hydrogen oxide, that is water. Okay, it will form copper sulfate, then but it should be present, what it should be present in air. Okay, oxygen should be present to form this one. So we are reacting acids in the presence of oxygen to form what? Copper sulfate plus water. Balance this chemical reaction is well. And it should be what? It should be warm. Okay. Tato acid hydrogen sulfate dilute hydrogen sulfate acid like तातो like यता हामीले oxygen को presence मा reactions गर्छौं भने copper sulfate र water formations हुन्छ, that is metal oxides, and water will be produced. Likewise, the other reaction is displacement reaction. The reactions is not mostly asked in your exam, but we should know, it may be asked sometime, but we should know the reaction. Displacement reactions, for example, when copper react with silver nitrate, when copper react with silver nitrate, so what happen? It will displace silver from nitrate. So copper nitrate equal to plus 2Ag. So it will produce what? Copper nitrate plus silver. It will displace silver with copper from the nitrates. Then another one, if it will gold chlorides, Au, then it will produce copper chloride and chloride and Au. So these are the displacement reactions for the what? For the copper. So these are the chemical reactions which are related. So what we have come to study? We come to study that, or what we come to know that when copper is react in air or in the presence of air, it has been heated. If it is heated with a low temperature, it will form cupric oxide. If it is heated with higher temperature, then it will produce cuprous oxide. When it is react with halogens, it produces metal or salt, that is copper chloride. Then when it is react with acid, then what it will produce? It will produce displace the reactions that will produce metal salt, copper sulfates, and water, plus water will be produced. And it also means take part in displacement reactions, like copper react with silver nitrate to form copper nitrates and silver. Likewise, it is react with arum chloride, it will produce copper chloride plus arum. Now comes to the next one, the use of copper. So where the copper is being used. So the first one is we are using copper for making what? For making electric wire and utensils that are used to pass the electricity. Okay, like the transformer, the copper wire is being used in transformer, the general home wiring wires, and other like fan wiring, winding, etc. These are being used in electrical utensils also. Then it is used for making alloy. Alloy are the mixtures of 2 or 3 metals. Two forms are means compact and high, or the means non rusting types of metal. So copper is also used for making brass and bronze. Okay, bronze and brass are being used for the various purposes that are made from the use of mixings of copper with other metal. Likewise, the another use is it is used for making coin and utensils. Like nowadays, the cooking utensils are previously the for storing of water is also uh, copper is being used, and it said that the water which is being kept in the copper utensils, it is good for drinking purpose. Or then the next one is it is used for making insecticides. Different types of insecticides which is been present in the chemical insecticides which is been present in the market. The some of the chemical insecticides contain copper. Okay, copper is being used for making insecticide. Then it is used for making copper plating. So copper plating and the electroplating. So electroplating means the platings of by the passing of electricity, and copper plating means some of the metals like iron and other, they are being coated with copper, and that is called as the copper plating. So the coating of copper over the other metals are called as plating. So that is been performed for copper plating. Copper must be present. So it is used for making means copper plating or the electroplating. So these are the use of copper. So this topic is been finished. For we will again means come in contact